I was getting ready to blow up the bomb on the railway tracks, but I saw Jewish hostages standing on the locomotive. After a brief hesitation, I still set off the bomb. The German troops were in chaos. The train driver slammed on the emergency brake, but the huge inertia still made the train slide and quickly approached the explosion point. The train came to a stop just in time, and the German soldiers were scared and ran around everywhere. The colonel was extremely angry and sent out a squad to search the mountain. At the same time, they urgently repaired the railway. Seeing the tight German defense, I risked climbing to the top of the mountain, rolled to the other side, and finally shook off the Germans. I broke my leg, but I still endured the pain and made my way to the tool shed. I smashed the door lock with the butt of my gun, took out the tools I had prepared in advance, and forcefully turned the handle to remove the screws from the sleepers. The Germans quickly repaired the railway and started the train. The train picked up speed and picked up the soldiers who were patrolling along the way. I removed the screws one by one and then switched to a hammer to knock off the metal clips that fixed the tracks. As the last metal clip fell, 3 soldiers suddenly appeared ahead for inspection. I stopped what I was doing and hid in the grass. The Germans were about to go and check when the train whistle sounded from behind. The train sped up and moved forward. The colonel was horrified to see a bunch of parts falling off the railway ahead and quickly ordered the train to stop, but it was too late. The train had huge inertia. The railway collapsed instantly. The colonel stared at the train, furious. At this time, a convoy of German troops retreating from the front line drove down the highway. He ordered the soldiers on the vehicles to get off and give priority to escorting the supplies. The German major, however, ordered the soldiers to get on the vehicles. The soldiers didn't know whose orders to follow. The major confronted the colonel, disagreeing that the supplies were more important than human lives. The colonel threatened to shoot him if he disobeyed his orders, but the major ignored his threat and ordered the trucks to set off immediately. The Germans unloaded the supplies by the roadside, then dealt with the Jewish hostages. Then they got on the trucks and retreated. They invited the colonel to leave with them, but he refused. He wanted to stand or fall with the supplies. At this time, I quietly came to the train and completed the mission of blocking the Germans from transporting the supplies. At that moment, the colonel's voice sounded from behind. I raised my submachine gun in one motion, fired the bullets.